This video is on the book 5 Lessons from Gabriel Marcel, like Sartre and like Descartes, a French philosopher. He was a contemporary of Sartre in the 20th century. Unlike Sartre, Marcel was a Christian existentialist, while Sartre was an avowedly atheist existentialist. So I'll read an excerpt from the, let's see what part, the conclusion, the epilogue of the book. And in this excerpt, there's a long quote from Marcel that will give you a taste of his thought and work. The last chapter noted Marcel's insight that in modern Western society, the individual is often reduced to a bundle of functions. Marcel gives a memorable everyday example of what he means by this term in his first essay on the ontological mystery. Here's Marcel's words, quoting, "Traveling on the underground, I often wonder with a kind of dread what can be the inward reality of the life of this or that man employed on the railway. The man who opens the door, for instance, or the one who punches the tickets. Surely everything both within him and outside him conspires to identify this man with his functions, meaning not only with his functions as worker, as a trade union member, or as voter, but with his vital functions as well. The rather horrible expression timetable perfectly describes his life. So many hours for each function. Sleep too is a function which must be discharged so that the other functions may be exercised in their turn. The same with pleasure, with relaxation. It is logical that the weekly allowance of recreation should be determined by an expert on hygiene. Recreation is a psychoorganic function which must not be neglected any more than, for instance, the function of sex. We need go no further. This sketch is sufficient to suggest the emergence of a kind of vital schedule. The details will vary with the country, the climate, the profession, etc. But what matters is that there is a schedule." So end of quote by Marcel. So Marcel, the Christian existentialist, is addressing a certain alienation in modern life where individuals are reduced, to use his term, to a bundle of functions. And he writes about that and reflects on that and reflects on what he calls the loss of the ontological sense in life. So Gabriel Marcel, 20th century Christian existentialist, so very interesting in contrast to Sartre, the atheist existentialist. Good night.